abbiamo la prima ospite di questa giornata che è Linda Sarsour. Hi Linda. It's a pleasure for us that you are here.
I'm very honored to be here.
So I have some questions. The 2016 March, in which way it started and what was the message and the purpose you had?
The Women's March, right?
Yes.
So many of you, including in Italy, there were many marchers here in Italy for the Women's March. So thank you to the people of Italy for joining us and joining American women against fascism. The Women's March is the largest single-day protest in American history. And it was led by women of color in the United States of America. The message was very clear that we were not against something, we were for something. Women's rights are human rights. Refugees deserve sanctuary. LGBTQIA people deserve safety and freedom. Muslims deserve to practice their religion freely in the United States of America. It was an opportunity for us to ensure that the whole world knew what the American people stood for, that we did not stand for fascism and xenophobia and anti-women policies, because that was what was happening in the United States and continues to happen today.
And what about your fight against restricted immigration policies? And how is the situation in your country about this?
The unfortunate situation in the United States is that America was built on the backs of immigrant people, on the back of immigration. And in America, we have powerful people who want to pick and choose which immigrants come. So now we are welcoming Ukrainian refugees, and we welcome Ukrainian refugees. We stand, and I stand unequivocally with the people of Ukraine. But I also want to welcome refugees from Iraq, and refugees from Syria, and refugees from Somalia, and from Sudan, and from nations across the world who are also experiencing poverty, escalation of war. I want to welcome Central Americans to my country. And so we have a rising xenophobia, just like here in Europe, where there are people trying to block refugees from coming based on religion, based on ethnicity. And we have to say that is unequivocally wrong, that all refugees deserve safety and sanctuary and should be welcome to our nations.
And this is a situation that we live also in Italy, no? Racism in the last 10 years is a big problem. And I have a question about Trumpism. How is changed USA after 5 years of Trumpism?
So I want to be very clear. Donald Trump did not introduce racism to America. He did not introduce sexism. He did not introduce xenophobia. Donald Trump just made it loud and clear for everybody to understand. We experienced racism before Donald Trump. And unfortunately, even after 5 years of Trumpism in America, it is still alive and well. And Donald Trump thinks that he's coming back again in 2024. Right. Rising fascism is dangerous in America, and it is dangerous in Europe. And we have to be unequivocally clear that we are anti-fascist, that we are anti-xenophobia, and we have to be willing to do something about it. We cannot just speak words. We have to ensure that we are engaging in action and making sure that our nations reflect our values and our principles.
And about technology, information technology, no? I have this question. You say, hashtags are temporary, but knowledge is not temporary. This is a sentence, no, you made. Can you explain it?
We live in the digital era. So I am able to connect to my Italian friends who live in Italy through the digital era. We also have to understand that the way we learn from one another, the way we show solidarity to one another is through the digital era. But the digital era is also dangerous because it gives platform to people who are exposing values that are against ours, people who are exposing racism, people who are engaging in xenophobia. And what I will say to all of you that we have to ensure the integrity of technology. The companies have to ensure the integrity of the platforms to ensure that we are not giving platforms to people who incite violence against different communities, and that we use our technology in a responsible way that, again, is against war, that is for immigrants and refugees, that is for marginalized people, and that we use the internet as a way to learn from one another and to stand with one another. And so the digital era, if the conversation is not happening in the digital space, then we have not made it a prominent enough conversation. And so I am grateful for the platforms that are available to us to tell our stories and to engage in unequivocal solidarity.
Thank you, Linda. And this is a platform for you and also for all of us to build a different future together. Questa è una piattaforma, il WMF, una piattaforma per Linda, una piattaforma per sia Burela Mandela, per tutti i nostri ospiti, anche per Andrea, visto il lavoro che porti avanti sull'informazione, ed è una piattaforma anche per voi. And now we have a moment, we have an awards, WMF Awards, for you, for your work, yes. And it's an award for Women in Activism, ok? Quindi consegniamo ora questo awards, questo WMF Awards per Linda Sarsour. Un awards noi li consegniamo costantemente durante 3 giorni, visto il lavoro che fa, quindi chiedo ad Anna Safroncik un applauso anche per Anna.
Very honored to give this award to you. Thank you for all you do. You do a lot, really. And I am Ukrainian, and thank you for all beautiful things you say and for all you do. Thank you very much. This is for you.
Thank you so much. We make future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda Sarsour.
Thank you.